The rain tapped on the church roof like a sad song. I held a single white rose, my hands shaking. My little boy Leo was in that small white casket. He was only 7. My heart felt like 1,000 broken pieces. Then my phone buzzed in my pocket. I almost didn't look, but I did. A message from a number I didn't know. It said, "Don't cry, Mommy. I'm not in the box. The bad men took me. Find the red truck." My breath stopped. The world went silent. If you're watching this, hit subscribe. Let me know where you're from. This is how my nightmare began. I thought I had lost everything. I was wrong. My name is Clara. I'm a single mom. I work at the town's flower shop. My world was my son Leo. He was my sunshine. His father left us before Leo was even born. It was always just the two of us against the world. Leo loved trucks. He had a little toy red truck he took everywhere. He even slept with it. He called it his speedy buddy. 2 days before the funeral, a policeman came to my door. His face was so sad. He said there had been a terrible accident near the river. They found Leo's blue jacket and his favorite backpack. They said he must have fallen in. The water was moving too fast. They couldn't find him. My heart shattered into a million pieces. Collapse. For 3 days, search teams looked and looked. They found nothing. Everyone said I had to be strong. Had to say goodbye. So we planned a funeral with an empty casket. I was broken. But now this text. This impossible text. My mind was racing. The bad men took me. Ooh, why? Find the red truck. His toy. It was missing from his room. I thought I'd just lost it in the grief. I slipped out of the church, my black dress feeling heavy. I typed back, my fingers trembling. "Leo. Baby, is that you? Where are you?" The 3 dots appeared. My heart pounded. Then, "Can't talk." They listen. "Look for the truck. By the big rocks. Don't tell the police. They have a friend." I felt ice in my veins. I walked back inside, pretending to be the sad mom everyone expected. My friend Sarah hugged me tight. "We're here for you, Clara," she whispered. But I couldn't trust anyone. What if the police friend was here, watching me? I had to be brave. For Leo. After everyone left, I drove straight to the river. To the big rocks where Leo loved to play. I searched everywhere, crying and calling his name softly. And then I saw it. Tucked under a rock, half hidden in the mud. It was Leo's little red truck. And tied to it with a piece of string was a tiny, folded piece of paper. I unfolded it with shaking hands. It was a drawing. A child's drawing of a house with a big, crooked tree next to it. And an arrow. Leo could draw our whole town. He knew every house. This was a message. He was telling me where he was. But where? I knew that tree. It was the old Miller place on the edge of town. It had been empty for years. My boy was so smart. And he was alive. I got back in my car, my whole body buzzing that I had to go there. But the text said not to tell the police. I was so scared. But more than scared, I was a mother. I would find my son. I drove home first to make a plan. As I walked to my door, my neighbor, Mr. Evans, was getting his mail. "So sorry about Leo, Clara," he said. He looked sad. But then I saw it. In his open garage. Parked in the back, covered by a sheet, but I could see the corner of it. It was a red truck. A real red truck. Not a toy. My blood went cold. Mr. Evans was a quiet man. He always gave Leo candy. Leo trusted him. Could he be a bad man? I forced a smile. "Thank you, Tom," I said, my voice shaking. I hurried inside and locked the door. Peeked through my window. Mr. Evans was just standing there, staring at my house. Not moving. It was creepy. That night I couldn't sleep. Every sound made me jump. Was Mr. Evans the one? Or was he the police friend? The next morning I knew what I had to do. I drove to the old Miller house. I parked far away and walked through the woods. My heart was beating so loud. The house was old and broken. I tiptoed to a window and looked inside. It was dark. And then I saw a little flash of blue. It was Leo's jacket. He was here. But the house looked empty. Where was he? Suddenly, I heard a twig snap behind me. I spun around. It was Mr. Evans. But he didn't look friendly anymore. He looked angry. "You shouldn't be here, Clara," he said. "Go home." "Where is my son?" he yelled. His face changed. He looked surprised. Then he put a finger to his lips. "Shoo! You'll scare him," he whispered. "Scare who?" Just then, a little voice came from inside the house. "Mommy." It was Leo. Mr. Evans sighed. "He's not supposed to see you yet." He opened the creaky door. And there, sitting on a dusty blanket, was my Leo. He looked scared, but he was okay. Live. I ran to him and swept him into my arms and kissing his face. "I knew you'd find my drawing, Mommy," he whispered. I held him tight and looked at Mr. Evans. "Explain. Now." Mr. Evans looked sad. "I'm so sorry, Clara. I didn't want to lie to you. But I had to." He pointed to Leo. He saw something he shouldn't have. Something dangerous. Leo looked up at me with big, serious eyes. "I saw the men with the masks, Mommy. They were putting bags in the river. Behind Mr. Evans' shed." Mr. Evans nodded. "They're criminals. They dump bad things in the water." Leo saw them. They saw him. They knew who he was. They would have come for him. Or for you. My blood ran cold. "So you took him. You made me think he was dead." "I had to make them think he was gone," Mr. Evans said. "I found him hiding by the river, terrified. I brought him here to keep him safe. I sent the text from a secret phone. I knew you'd understand his clues. He was trying to protect us. The funeral, the search. It was all a show to trick the real bad men." "Why didn't you tell me?" cried. "Because they were watching you," he said. "They were waiting to see if you knew anything. If you acted normal, they would believe Leo was really gone. I saw one of them at the funeral, Clara. Watching you. I thought about all the people there. Any one of them could have been pretending." "The police friend?" "Yes." Mr. Evans shook his head. "I don't know who that is. That's why I couldn't trust anyone. But now, they might know you're here." As if he had summoned them, we heard cars driving fast down the dirt road. Loud engines. Mr. Evans looked out the window. His face went white. "It's them. They found us." He looked at me, his eyes serious. "Clara, take Leo and run. Hide in the woods. Don't come out until I find you." "What are you going to do?" he asked. He walked to an old cabinet and opened it. Inside wasn't dishes. It was a police badge and a gun. "I'm not just a neighbor," he said. "I've been undercover for a year trying to catch these men. But keeping Leo safe became more important." He was a cop. The cars screeched to a stop outside. Men were shouting. Mr. Evans. Officer Evans. Looked at me. "Go now." I grabbed Leo's hand and we ran out the back door just as the front door smashed open. We hid behind a big tree, listening to shouting and loud noises from the house. I covered Leo's ears. Then we heard a police siren. Lots of them. Real police cars surrounded the house. The men who came were arrested. Officer Evans had called for backup. It was over. We walked out, and a policewoman wrapped a blanket around Leo and me. Officer Evans came over. He had a cut on his face, but he was okay. "I'm so sorry for the pain I caused," he said. "I just had to sell the story." I hugged him. "You saved my son's life." Later at the real police station they explained everything. The bad men were polluting the river with dangerous chemicals. Leo was a hero for seeing them. And Officer Evans was a hero for protecting him. My son's funeral was for nothing, but that's the best news a mom could ever get. My sunshine was back in my arms. Where he belongs. Sometimes things are not what they seem. And sometimes a little red truck can save everything. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and feel free to share your story in the comments. Your voice matters.